Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hope everybody is good. Hope everybody is good. I'm excited. I'm excited to be here. Especially since last week we didn't go through it. We didn't go do Monday market mapping, so I'm excited. And I'm also in a new space, so there's just been a lot that I've been trying to get done, but I finally got done. So I'm happy with what we plan to see for 2026. The sweet spot indicator movement, it's going hot. We're about to automate that, and we're about to make it even better. But yeah, guys, I'm just excited for this year. Obviously, I mean, we did meet in January, but as my stance is always that, like, January, I'm not really about the markets like that, you know. Although this January I was quite aggressive, but yeah, and Januaries tend to also be aggressive a bit, but I was just a bit more relaxed towards how I feel for the rest of this year. But yeah, I feel like this is gonna be one of those like highly profitable years, especially how we ended 2025 with the high win rate. You know, coming into 2026, same momentum and just overall how I'm viewing the markets lately. And it's not only about a system, you know, but about like just reading the markets overall. And that's why when I don't feel comfortable, like I sent a USD CAD setup today, and that trade really went and sold, you know. And I know some people joined in on the trade, and I didn't join in on the trade because I just didn't feel confident in that. And that's why I was like, guys, here's a setup, but I'm not personally taking it because I'm normally taking trades that I feel confident in, not that they don't lose, but my losses, I take one loss in like 2 3 weeks now. So that's the level that we're trying to keep at. But anyway, this week, very interesting to see that apparently we do have NFP scheduled for this week, but then that is on a Wednesday. So, you know, I've normally told people that, guys, I don't trust NFP that doesn't happen on any day except for Friday. I will participate in it. Funny enough, what we can see for Friday is in CPI, and so I'm wondering that won't we see NFP behavior coming through Friday? Oh, it's Friday the 13th. Wow. But coming through Friday the 13th, and even the date, guys, you can see it's Friday the 13th. So maybe people are gonna blow there. But it's interesting to see that CPI then comes in on Friday, where normally NFP would be, and then the CPI would be in the following week, and all of that. But yeah, for now, personally, I'm trying to stay away from the dollar. I'm gonna participate in NFP for the culture, you know, not for the profit, and I'm gonna make it very clear in the group that it's not a normal NFP again. It's coming through on a Wednesday, which fundamentals, yeah, they play out the way they play out. But so guys, NFP CPI this week, given the fact that they combined in 1 week, is just insane. But then we move with it. We'll try profit off of it. But on that note, I was like, I'm just gonna run Monday market mapping a little bit differently today, and maybe. Oh, sorry about that. Today, and maybe a little bit differently moving into the future, just to give people a wider outlook of certain things. But so I'm here looking at USD LFX. So remember that this can only be found on Light Finance broker, but basically we're looking at the dollar alone. So what we had previously discussed was the dollar coming through to last year's lows, and we broke the lows, right? And we had quite a particular candle where we can see that that price was rejected and we came up. But then also reading the candles is last week was a bullish week for the dollar, right? But then them where they eventually closed was not beyond the high of the previous week. So those are like things that we need to consider when doing analysis, and we can see that already today we did go bullish. Like I said, I sent a signal talking about USD CAD sell, not bullish, bearish. So also what we can be looking at is this overall. I just wanna is this overall move to the downside that has just been happening on the dollar. Here we just received a price shock, so we had to come back a bit just for a retracement market correction. Again, we did gap down, so gaps normally need to be filled. So market came, they filled that gap, and they're continuing to the downside. So right now, that's where, like I say, that the fundamentals are really interesting to come out at play. Is that will we expect a weak dollar for NFP as it stands? I can already say weak dollar for NFP. How I normally approach this coming into normal market conditions, but we do need to take note that these are abnormal market conditions. I mean, even a broker, Exness, they put a pause on gold trading, which is something that I've never seen happen in a very long time. The last time this happened, it was like 6 years ago, COVID, and Bitcoin was closed. Oh no, the Bitcoin one was about 2018. No, 2019. No, not 2019, 2018. Yeah, it was 2018, and brokers closed Bitcoin there. So it's important to note that these are abnormal it's abnormal markets right now. But typically, I would be looking for a weak dollar for NFP, right? If NFP was on a Friday. So I'm just asking myself, won't they want to just grab a bit of liquidity? And I hate using terms like that, grabbing liquidity. Now it seems like they're hunting stops and stuff like that. But won't they want to come back a bit into like prices that were produced last week before they complete their move to the downside, should they choose to move to the downside? But that's what I'm seeing on the dollar, and we can already see. Look, last year was and this is what we were discussing, and we can already see that price. So remember, I said that we moved. We had sales last year, so chances are we might see the same sales come in this year, and really come and smash these lows, especially if we're looking at like ABCD patterns. And when we look left, we see that structure leaves clues as to where it might stop, and this has been a very important place of resistance there. So that is something that we can actually be looking at for the dollar. And basically, if this week we can finish bearish this week, more particularly close below this low, then we know that gold is about to have a crazy buy. And we know GBP USD is going to have a crazy buy because of that. So this is what I am looking at from a holistic point of view. And when I mean holistic, I mean this play out is probably going to play out over the next like 20, 30 weeks to come. So yeah, this is something that we're looking at. But then again, markets being abnormal in 3 weeks, they can wipe out all that they've been doing or move to the downside. But that's my general outlook here. So if we can really see bad numbers being released from PPI and CPI and the NFP, then we can look for quite aggressive sells coming into this month of February and just continuing like that based on the overall trend that we're looking at. And then when it comes to the pound, right, I can see a little bit of consolidation, and this is what we were discussing last week. So there has been a bit of consolidation, and they failing to break above, you know. So it's at this point, it's really like in limbo. Obviously, major trend is still on a buy here, but because of the lack of momentum that they have right now, I am looking for selling opportunities. Unlike I'm coming here to Euro, showing you Euro, where they have a bit of a more clear view. So I am waiting to see what would happen. I'm still pro buying, right? But I think for now, most of the attention is on assets such as gold, silver, and so on and so forth. So we really need to watch this one. I'm still on a buyer's outlook, but I can't deny that we have had 2 weeks of being bearish, 2 weeks of being bearish on the pound. We can see that last month, January, was a sell-off for them. So we might see again. We might also see them come back a bit before they start issuing out buys. We see that on Thursday, the sellers dominated this market. So we're not really seeing buyers right now in the market, although overall we are looking at that. So for now, it's sit on your hands unless an opportunity within a currency pair then arises, then you can take it. But for now, I'd favor being a seller of the pound, and the sweet spot indicator has been giving me a lot of signals in terms of buy euro GBP, which seems to be at a more, how can I say, a more complete pattern. It's not consolidating. Like you can see here, going to a weekly pattern, we can see that, man, this market is not really moving. They go up, they go down, they go up, they go down, they go up, they go down. Unlike euro here, where we can see that it was clearly bullish, you know, where it's very easy to see the trend. Yes, towards the end of the year, they started consolidating a bit more, but still, nonetheless, very bullish. So euro showing some bulls over there, especially to the close of last week. I mean, from Wednesday, the bulls took over. So then we can start building up cases for analysis here and to say that, okay, Euro USD, we might look for buys for Euro USD. And then the yen is very interesting to see what's been happening to the yen. And yeah, last week was it last week? But there was a time where they had very, very aggressive. Oh no, no, no! It wasn't last week. It was 2 weeks before. But remember, they had very aggressive sales coming into January, and right now it's so crazy at how far this is going in terms of how devalued the yen is becoming. So it's scary. I still do take the trend, but it's scary just to think that okay, these highs keep getting violated, and I'm always cautious when entering these trades, because I'm thinking, hey, when will the high come? And yes, they do tend to have some aggressive pullbacks. Even here, they had like a bit of an aggressive pullback. So it would be interesting to see that what do they do once they reach the highs. So right now, pairs like buy Euro GBP, I'm about not Euro GBP, Euro JPY, also Euro GBP, but players like buy Euro JPY, guys. I've been milking the buys on Euro JPY, guys. If you pay attention, whether to my socials or whether in the group, the Euro JPY buys have been feeding us, guys, and they keep on hitting TP3, TP5, TP3, TP5, So I'm still looking at that for the week, but just breaking it down then, coming back to what we're looking at. NFP this week, then looking for a weak dollar, right? So this week, I am looking for a weak dollar. Pound, I'm looking for an in-between pound. Euro, I'm looking to buy euro. Yen, I'm looking to sell the yen. So big trades for this week would be to summarize, and we can just quickly open the charts to look at it. Euro USD, Euro JPY, right? These are big ones. I won't include Euro GBP because it's not so straight up. But then Euro JPY, I'm looking for buys there. We created a gap, we closed that gap. So I really think we can see a continuation of that trend. I'll bring in the Fibonacci's over there, but I think we can continue to see a continuation of the trend until we reach about like 193 for the euro yen, and then also euro USD. Then I'm also looking for buying opportunities there. I bought massive today, massive, massive, massive buying that we saw today. I didn't involve myself in the trade. I mean, things like USD CAD, I didn't involve myself in, but those things went hella. So continuing to look at buys here, continuing. Okay, so Euro USD looking at buys, Euro JPY looking at buys. So those are like the main trades that I'm looking for this week. Still expecting some buys also on GBP USD, but of course, coming back to what I was saying is that the pound is not showing much momentum this year. So we can just wait to see where they ultimately push the markets before we commit there. But thank you guys for joining me. It's been great. It's always great having you guys. I hope that you guys learn every time we go through this. Good luck for NFP. Good luck for CPI. Remember that I said that I'm trading those things for hype, particularly this week, for the culture. But I wouldn't go now and put big funds behind that, because again, the nature of, guys, it's NFP on a Wednesday. That's a red flag. That's a red flag on its own. And I'm seeing a message here. Aware. All right, guys, take care. There are big things that are coming. like the robot. We're getting that sorted out. I am gonna open my I'm opening a new number, which then all the clients, if you need something, if you're lost, you'll give a call, because I feel like there are people who really want to take this seriously, but then they don't have the proper support that's needed. And I can say on my side that I've also been lacking in that department, but I really want to commit myself to you guys more and more, so that you can understand the markets and us dive into to other things, which is just beyond buying and selling. Because I was at a podcast recently, and the things that I spoke about, some people really didn't take nicely, but I was only being honest and true, and just trying to get people in the right mindset that, guys, also this thing of money and forex, it goes beyond just the skill that we come and present here, or come with here, but also how you treat that money once you withdraw it from the markets, because I've seen a lot of people who are very skilled, and that's why there's been a lot of traders in the past, who are very skilled, but when we ask for them today, they know where to be found, and it wasn't because they can't trade, but they really got lost in the sauce, sort of thing. So it's I'm really trying to do right by everyone, and avail myself in the best way, so that you understand what's going on, and we can start building personal plans, because the plan you need to succeed versus what the next person in this Zoom needs to succeed is not the same plan. But I just want to see where I can come through and assist you guys, in terms of reaching the very reason why you guys reached out to me, which is for success. But yeah, guys, take care. Happy trading. Let's do this again next week, Monday. But if you're in my signal group, let's keep on killing it. I'm dropping nice signals. Cheers.